Hey guys, it's Grease Monkey 348 here. I've been busy the last couple of days working on something neat, and I think it's time for you guys to see it. I've been working on a tractor. Is it a homemade tractor? All hand built. Everything hand built. Except the rims and tires are not hand built. So where do I start? I should start on the engine. This is I believe a 16 horsepower side shaft auger motor. It came off a grain auger. And the carburetor was screwed on it, so I took that off and I put a normal 16 horsepower lawnmower carburetor on it, and it runs fine with that. And the muffler was screwed up on the thread, so I had to weld it on. Everything else can unscrew, all the fittings. The hose that went to the gas tank is a lawnmower gas tank that is screwed on there. It fits pretty nice. And then you got the thing for the cutout for the handlebars, steering. And the frame is some C-channel steel. It's 1/4 inch thick, so it's super strong. And I got a brace on the rear, 1/4 inch steel plate on the rear, and I got a 1/4 inch steel plate on the front for our front bumper. And it all been welded solid everywhere. A plate on holding the motor is a 1/2 inch steel plate. And I got a second one here. Had to make this one a little bit, but it works. Because I want to put a second motor here. There's room for a second motor, so second motor will come in the future. For the steering, hold up the steering and everything, I got some L-shaped steel. Weld it down here. Have to hold up the steering column and gas tank to keep it high enough for the engine can still run. For the crutch, right now is this bar of steel. It engaged the crutch, and it worked pretty good. And it all made of a 1/2 inch steel plate down here and 1/4 inch up here. It'll make it super strong down here. And for the steering, I took a bumper jack, I cut it up and knocked my steering main bar across, and on the hubs is 1 inch bushings and 1/4 inch thick, so you're never going to wear them out, and 1 inch axles. I weld everything together. I got grease nipples on everything, so I can grease everything. And it do pivot, the pivoting point right there, so it's not so rough of a ride. And the tire size on the front is a 215, I think. No, a 185. A 185, 65, 14. So 14-inch rims, 4 bolts, and the hubs I made the 4 bolts. So, and the steering race across the steel bolt tires is off a Model T. So it's super thick steel and it never want to bend. But I had to cut it and weld it, so I did that. And for the steering over here is welded a 1/2 inch bracket up, 1/2 inch steel. What is this? Cord. And what I got here is I got a snow blower, the auger impeller transmission. So there it is right there. The one is across to 2 bushings. And I got this welded on the end so it gear me down. So when I turn the steering wheel about 3 times, a full revolution, it steers once. Let's see if I can get this. You gotta turn a shit ton to get the wheels to turn. And there we go. So I got that. Now drive mechanism I got is the motor drive a 2-inch pulley on the motor. It goes to a 8-inch pulley on the transmission. This transmission is side shaft transmission. Chain on one side, pulley on the other. It is 3-speed only. That sucks. I couldn't find no other speed right now. So I got the speed controls up here. Put in neutral in the middle first, it all the way up, and reverse it all the way down. Then I got one on a 8-inch 8-tooth sprocket to a 60-tooth sprocket on a jack shaft. It's at a 1-inch jack shaft. Never going to bend that. 2 pillow block bearings. Then I got it going on another. It's at a 10-tooth sprocket. And that go down to another 60-tooth sprocket. And the chain size on here is, I'm running 35, but I want to go bigger. I want to change the gears out and make them go bigger, but for now that works. So now the gear down here on the drive axle, it connected right to the drive axle, so I can unbolt it. It's a car hub. It's 5 bolts. And each bolt is half an inch thick, so when I get a bigger gear, I can put it on there. And the drive axle is 1.5 inches thick steel, and it's tempered, so you're never gonna bend that fucker. And I got some big ass bearings to hold all together. I got this little clamp here so the axle can't slide back and forth. And on this side of it, a washer welded, so I can still take everything apart on this side and pop everything on this side out. So that's the size of the axle for this size of a tractor. I looked it up, and the hubs are tractor hubs actually. What I did is the splines, and one spline I put a keyway, and that keyway and a bolt hold it on. And the hubs are 8-bolt, but they didn't match up with the tractor hubs, so I notched the rim out on the hubs, on the rim, so the hubs can fit. So I got 2 different sizes of holes on the rims, so I can put on 2 different type of machines if I want to. For a tractor seat, I got a wheel tractor seat. 1/2-inch steel plates up here, so if I wanted to put a quick attach, I can. And I got a spring-loaded 1/2-inch steel plate up here. That's what the seat is sitting on. So you got some cushion. And the neat thing about the hitch I got, and off a wheel tractor too, is you pull the pin, and this hitch is adjustable. You come out about there. So if you back up and you miss how much you're backing up, you can take the hitch and move it where you want. That one thing is nice. And that motor is about the tractor. I'm going to start it up here and let you guys see it. Get this puppy started up. It runs pretty good. It still needs some adjustments. It need a clutch brake on here. I don't got a clutch brake, so I gotta make something up. And the rear chain on that, you can see already it's super loose, so I gotta get a different one of those. But I did get these 150 pounds weights. There are 4 of them. They're about 600 pounds, and that's gonna go on the front. I'm gonna make some brackets on this bar, so that'll keep the front end down. Because if I tow, even with the sheer weight on the front right now, no one can pick that up. The rear still, when it pulls, it can still lift up the front. So that's one thing I want to fix. And it runs pretty nice. I do got a hood for it too. It gotta be extended a bit with that green one under there. But that's gonna go on here. I'll make it go the full length. So, and that's my homemade tractor. Thanks for watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed. See you later. Bye.